Hello, wonderful people. I'm Jim McDermott, for those of you who haven't been introduced to me yet, and I'm running for the United States Congress as the Alaskan representative. It's exciting as a private citizen to be stepping into this arena against two career politicians, longtime politicians, who I wonder if they're still in touch with the people. Here's what I want to get out to you today. The message is, first, I will represent your personal liberties. I will defend them with every fiber in my body. I want to bring to Washington, D.C. the Alaskan attitude, the Alaskan can-do spirit to Washington, D.C. to let them know who we are as a people and what our needs are as a people. I want to represent you. When I was at Palmer here recently and stopping in at the State Fair, what a wonderful event that was. And a lot of people said, Mr. McDermott, what are you going to do when you get to Washington, D.C.? First thing. And I said, I need to ask you that same question. What do you want me to do when I get to Washington, D.C.? I'm your representative. Folks, the Libertarian Party, which I'm a proud member of, represents personal liberty. And we don't forget, we who do enter the political arena, that we represent the people. We represent all of Alaskans. And I want to represent you. Everything from issues like Social Security to Medicare. Where does Jim stand? How do I feel about that? Well, it's the libertarian view. I am a free market, free enterprise individual. But at the same time, a promise has been made to those people who are in place now in these programs. We need to be compassionate and consider some type of grandfathering program. But I can see the future where we allow individuals to be able to pay into private accounts tax-free, to be able to take care of their own medical expenses as they move through life because of these opportunities to put away money tax-free. I see the opportunity where people will have a choice in whether they want to pay into Social Security or not. I work at the University of Alaska system through the School of Management here at UAF. Wonderful job. I love what I do. And one of the great things they offer there at the University of Alaska is I don't have to pay through the Social Security any longer. I set up where my funds go into a private investment financial firm. And in particular, I'm using Fidelity, and what I get to do is work with an agent one-on-one to put together my portfolio for him, that's my representative with Fidelity, to understand what my risk aversion is. So we put together my package, and I feel much more assured that I will have a strong retirement package put together. And when it comes to Social Security, I've been paying it in for decades. But what has the people in government been doing for years? Well, if there's ever been any excess, instead of putting it away and having it ready for us baby boomers, they've been spending it. Any excess has been spent. IOUs has been put into the bucket. Well, what good is the IOUs? They spent yesterday our money for today. And they're continuing that practice. And I say it's time to stop robbing the future. It's time to stop robbing Peter to pay Paul. It just doesn't make sense. I'm Jim McDermott. I'm running for the United States Congress. I want to be your representative. Send an Alaskan, somebody with my experience, somebody who spent 22 years in the military, worked in the private sector, now a university professor, been a small business counselor for years, someone who understands the people. You have choices here. You can send in the status quo, send them back. One person's been there for 40 years in D.C. The other one has been a lifetime politician for local politics in the Anchorage area. If that's what you want, I'll respect that. But if you want true change, if you want to bring in a private citizen to represent your needs in Washington, D.C., then consider Jim McDermott as your next United States Congressperson from the great state of Alaska. Thank you.